Welcome to Melody Hill, where the sun is always shining, the sky is always blue, the grass is always green, and it's a beautiful place to build a house. The first two friends to build a house on Melody Hill were best friends. They were copycatters. They went everywhere together, and their names were So 3PO and R2 Me Too. So lived higher on Melody Hill, and Me lived lower. Their houses were built a skip apart because even best friends drive each other a little bit crazy sometimes. So was up high and Me was down low, with room for a whole nother house in between them. They would play all day long, and then in the evening they would go back to their houses and use secret hand signs to talk through their windows. So's was straight across, and Me's was flat. So, me, so, me. Me, so, so. So, me, so, me. They lived together by themselves for a little while, but then a new neighbor moved in, and she was kind of a princess. Her name was Princess Lana. And Princess Lana built her house even higher on Melody Hill than her other neighbors. But she was a nice princess, so she built her house only a step away from So. But Princess Lana, she was also a little bit, different. If So and Me were in the space, then La would be on the line. And if So and Me were on the line, then Princess Lana would be in the space. She even noticed their hand signs one day and said, "I want to be part of your club, but your hand signs are straight across and I want mine to be curvy. So, La, so, Me. Me, so, La, so. So, me, la, so, me." The three friends lived together on Melody Hill for a while before one day tragedy struck. There was a robbery at Princess Lana's house. Somebody stole her crown, and she said to her neighbor, "Do you know anyone who can help protect Melody Hill?" And he said, "I know just the guy. He's wise, he's smart, and he uses the Force. And his name is Master Yodo." And Master Yodo built his house at the base of Melody Hill and put in an invisible gate to separate Melody Hill from Melody Valley, and only a key would open the gate. And Master Yodo was the rock of Melody Hill. So if Do was on a space, then Me was on a space, then So was on a space, everything is in its place. But if they needed to move to protect Princess Lana, then if Do was on a line, then Me was on a line, then So was on a line, everything is fine. Do, Me, and So worked together to protect Princess Lana from then on. But one day, Master Yodo noticed that R2 Me Too, he kept getting into trouble. He was never in the right place at the right time. And so Master Yodo said to Princess Lana, "Do you know anyone who can help R2 Me Too get his act together?" She said, "I know just the person. She is very good at taking care of little men, and her name is Snow Ray." And Snow Ray built her house in between Do and Me, and even her hand sign points up to Me. Do, re, me. Me, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. They lived together in peace and prosperity for a long time before one day tragedy struck again. There was another robbery at Princess Lana's house, and she said, "The bottom of Melody Hill is so well protected, but that leaves the top wide open. That's it. I'm calling my sister. And she called in Queen Dosa. And Queen Dosa built her house at the very tippy top of Melody Hill, a skip away from all the other neighbors where she could be cold and peaceful away from everyone else. And she was the rock at the top of Melody Hill. So, do, so. So, la, do. Do, la, so, so. Mi, re, do. Do, do, do. Now, all this time, there was a dark force gathering in Melody Valley, threatening to turn all of the music scary and sad. And one day, a new neighbor moved in, and his name was Darth Law. And Darth Law built his house only a skip away from Master Yodo, and he changed all of the music from major into minor. La, la, do, re, mi. Mi, re, do, la. La, la, do, do, la. So everyone on Melody Hill put their minds together and thought, do we know anyone who could come and cheer up Darth Law? And they said, we know just the person. She's going to build her house right next to the river and change the music from minor back to major again. And her name is Socahontas. And Socahontas built her house deep in Music Valley, right next to Darth Law, and she cheered him up and made the music not quite so scary and not quite so sad. Do, la, so. So, so, do. Now, would you believe that all this time later, R2-Me2 was still getting into trouble? Snow Ray was trying her best, but she just lived too far away. Even a step away was too far to be away from R2-Me2. What a troublemaker. And so a new neighbor moved in to Melody Hill, and her name was Fa Mulan. And Fa Mulan would live only half a step away from me. Their houses were practically touching each other. She was so close to him. And she would say, no, no, I don't think so, R2-Me2. Mi, fa,